Spinagle here at Potomack Intermediate. Join us today as we learn about some of the teachers here at the home of the Eagles on this edition of Be the Difference, West Virginia. We're here in Cathy Stickel's classroom. She teaches 4th grade here at Potomack Intermediate. Hello, Cathy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Tell me a little about yourself.
All right. Well, I moved here in '99. I was a freshman in high school, so I attended Hedgesville High School, graduated from there, and went on to Shepherd University and received my teaching degree from there. Student taught here at Potomac, and then I ended up getting my job here in 4th grade at Potomac. So this is my 7th year of teaching. I am married to Matt Stickel, and we have a 2.5-year-old little boy. So he keeps us young and busy.
So what made you decide to become a teacher?
I don't think there was really one thing. Just I knew growing up, my sister and I, we always played school together, and I ended up always being the teacher. And I just, influential people throughout my school career. Just loved kids, and I knew that's kind of what I wanted to do. And then going to school and actually getting into the classroom and doing the field experiences, I knew that this is what I wanted to do.
So what do you do in your classroom to get your students excited about learning?
I think the one thing that I try to do is, try to relate everything to something that they can relate to. A lot of what we teach, a lot of these students haven't gotten the opportunity to travel or go and experience a lot of these. So I try to bring things, to somehow that they can relate to it. So it's more exciting for them. And when they do that, their hands pop up and they want to share and tell you all about their experience. And so I think that's the one thing I try to do. Sometimes it's hard to do that. And so those types of opportunities, I try to take in, if I have things that I can bring in and share with them, or pictures or places that I've been, I'll try to do that so that they can at least see things, even if they haven't gotten the opportunity to experience. But try to, relate to them somehow.
So what's something that you're doing in your classroom right now that your students really enjoy and are very excited about?
Well, we've been doing the types of rocks, and they enjoyed learning about those, but they really liked getting to actually see the different types of rocks. So I have some of each different type, and so I would pass them out, and they got to do some of the tests with the physical properties, like the scratch test, and the trying to see, if it would leave a streak and those types of things. So hands-on stuff, they really enjoyed doing that.
What's a misconception that you wish you could clear up for the public about teaching or the education profession in general?
I think one thing that a lot of people, and my own husband says this to me, but the lesson plans, can't you just use those over and over, year after year? And we have standards that we do follow, but the lesson plans change from year to year. Our kids change, their academic change, and so we have to plan according to those students. And then also, those standards are set for us, but we, plan for our lessons. What activities we want to do with them, differentiating the instruction to reach all the different ability levels, and so that takes time, and I think people don't realize how much time we do put into our lesson plans. And then your lesson plans don't necessarily get followed all the time. Depending on what's happening in your classroom, you might need to adapt them, or create something that will reach some students that maybe students are having trouble. So I think that's one thing that people don't understand, is how much time we do put into our plans. And so.
We're here in Lauren Mongada's 4th grade classroom. This is where she teaches at Potomac Intermediate. Hi, Lauren. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Tell me about yourself.
I am in my 5th year of teaching, and this is my 4th year at Potomac. And I went to WVU. I did their 5-year master's program there, where I got my master's and undergrad in elementary and special ed. And I moved here from Pennsylvania, and I've been here. This is my 10th year now in West Virginia.
So what made you decide to become a teacher?
I don't think there was really one event or anything that caused me to want to become a teacher. I've kind of just always known. I think that growing up I had a lot of really good teachers in elementary school that kind of inspired me, and ever since I as long as I can remember, I've always known I wanted to be a teacher.
So what do you like about teaching fourth grade?
I really like that when the kids come to me, I feel like they're still really young. They've just come from third grade, and I feel like fourth grade is really that transitional year between the younger grades and the older grades, and I think it's really neat to watch them come in as younger kids, and then when they leave here, I feel like, that they're all grown up and ready to go to fifth grade into the middle school. So it's neat watching them change throughout the year.
So what's your favorite subject to teach your students?
I think my favorite subject to teach is social studies. It's something that when I was growing up, I never liked and I never really got into it. So that was kind of my biggest challenge as I started teaching was how can I teach social studies and make the kids enjoy it and like it. So I've come to like it a lot more, and I think the kids really enjoy it as well.
So what are some activities outside of the school day that you're involved in that get your students excited about learning or extend learning outside of this traditional school day?
I try, and wherever I go, I try and always come back with something that I can bring into the classroom. For example, last summer I went to Costa Rica and I took all kinds of pictures of different types of rocks and of all different landforms there that I plan on using to teach the rock cycle. And I find that when I bring things from my personal experiences into the classroom, it really gets the kids more involved and more excited about learning.
What's a misconception about education or something that you wish that the public understood about teaching or the education profession?
I think a lot of people don't realize how much changes every year in teaching, and maybe that we teach the same thing over and over again, and they don't realize that we really use the data from each new group of kids that we get to really drive our teaching. So maybe the things that we're really focusing on this year are different than what we focus on in the past, just based on what each group of kids needs as they come to us.
That's all for this edition of Be the Difference West Virginia. Join us next time as we learn more about the teachers here in wonderful Berkeley County. Until then, I'm Erin Spinagle reminding you to be different, but more importantly, be the difference. I'll see you soon.